Imo West. The position of the commission has not changed. The position of the commission is that we will not issue certificate of return to Governor Okorocha in relation to the senatorial election. But as of today, he has taken his matter to the courts. And I think that it will be more prudent and more rational to wait for the outcome of the matter he has filed in court before we make any further comment. When a matter is pending in court, the best thing to do is not to prejudge the matter that is already in court, but to allow the judicial process to run its course. If at the end of the day, the courts make an order that we should give him a certificate of return, of course, the commission will obey such a court order. If, on the other hand, the court takes a different position and makes other consequential orders in relation to the conduct of the elections in Imo West, we will also comply with whatever the courts decide. But as of today, the matter is pending before the court, and the best thing to do in the circumstances is to wait for the outcome of the judicial process. On the issue of the collation center for Benue State, I'm not aware that the collation center has been moved. I am the supervising national commissioner for Benue State, and the supplementary elections will take place in Benue State on Saturday. And so I don't have any information, and the commission doesn't have any information as at now that the collation center has been moved. But as you know, the resident electoral commissioner has been engaging with the different stakeholders in the electoral process in relation to this election. And what we want is a situation where we are going to conduct the governorship elections in Benue State in a very, very peaceful and conducive atmosphere. So he's engaging with the different stakeholders, and if there has been some agreements between the commission and the different stakeholders, when I get to Benue, I will be availed of such agreements and I will be updated. But as at now, we are not privy to the movement of any collation center to any other place. On the issue of Okigwe North senatorial elections, I think that that particular matter is being addressed by the resident electoral commissioner for Imo State. And I'm sure that before the week runs out, he's going to make the necessary announcements relating to all the pending elections in Imo State and the pending certificates of return that have not been issued in Imo State. So we'll wait for him to make the said announcement. On the issue of whether the governor-elect for Imo State scored a quarter of the votes in 2/3 of all the local government areas in Imo State, that particular matter is also a subject of litigation before the election petitions tribunals. And I believe that it is within the competence purview of the election petitions tribunals to make a determination on whether he scored a quarter of the votes cast in 2/3 of all the local government areas of the state. So I believe that the courts are the best place to ventilate some of these issues. So for now, the commission does not have an opinion in relation to that, since the matter is already before the election petitions tribunal. And whatever the tribunals decide will be what the commission will implement. If the tribunal makes a determination that he scored a quarter of the votes in 2/3 of all the local government areas of Imo State, so be it. If the tribunals also say that he did not do that and a consequential order is made, the commission will definitely give effect to whatever consequential order that has been made by the tribunals. So that is that in relation to the issue of the governorship elections in Imo State. And we also have a pending case relating to the Oju Obi federal constituency in Benue State, where we declined to issue a certificate of return to the person that was declared as the winner on grounds that the certificate of return was procured under duress. And there's also another one in Akwa Ibom State. So there are 4 of such cases where the commission declined to issue certificates of return to the winners on grounds that the returns were procured under duress. So I think the commission has been consistent in relation to this matter. If you don't exhibit good behavior in terms of your conduct during the elections or during the collation process, the commission will not reward bad conduct. So what we have done is that we've been very, very consistent. So if any person who is aggrieved in relation to the actions we have taken, such an individual reserves the right to go before the Election Petitions Tribunal or before any court of his or her choice and ventilate his or her grievances. So that is the position of the commission.